Hey guys, Megan here, and I have another knife review for you today. We are looking at the Enlan el-02. I recently purchased this from Swiss Army Zippo. I will put links to his Instagram and YouTube down below. He had a knife sale and I bought this. Great YouTuber. He does really great knife EDC kind of videos, bug out stuff. So if you're interested in that, check out his channel. So I bought this for a pretty good price. It retails kind of around the $20 price point. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of give you my female perspective on this knife. So it is a folder, obviously. In the closed position, it's 4.73 inches. Open, it is 8.26. And the blade length is 3.45 with a weight of 4.5 ounces. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is a pretty big knife. And personally, this wouldn't be a knife I would EDC. It is too big, too bulky. I wear skinny jeans with very small pockets, and this will not fit in my pocket. But this would be a knife I would use for camping or hiking, maybe keeping it in my car for emergencies. And so, yeah, just be aware this is a big knife, and for me, a little too large. I want to preface this video by saying I am new to knife reviews, and I would love any critique or comments. If I say something wrong or call something wrong or don't say the name of something quite right, any corrections would be great. I have been watching knife videos to try to get some pointers and to help me out a bit, but please critique. Please don't put anything negative and just like tell me how crappy I did, but anything that can be helpful and help me to be better at these. So let's start with the handle. The handle is G10. And it's quite a nice grip. It's not super rough. I haven't really had too much experience with G10, but it's pretty smooth and offers enough grip. This side of the scale has some play to it. It moves a bit, but could just be that these screws need to be tightened. I haven't really farted around with it too much, so yeah. It is held together with 3 screws on either side, and I suspect that this knife would be pretty easy to take apart since those screws are exposed and whatever. You got a lanyard hole there, which is a pretty good size, probably easy to put a lanyard in. There is steel spacers on the inside there, and as you can see, it is like a flow-through design. It is kind of skeletonized on the inside. There's some areas cut out to, I guess, lighten it, but it's still quite hefty. And then you've got some steel standoffs, I believe they're called, a couple there on the back. And I like the design. I think the outside looks great. It's nice and streamlined, I guess you would say. The pocket clip is removable, but there's only one position, right hand, tip up carry. So if you don't like that, this wouldn't be the knife for you. There are no other holes and no other spots to put that pocket clip, but you could take it off if you want. It's a pretty nice pocket clip, good tension. I haven't used it because, like I said, too big for my pockets. It is an axis lock, which I will show you a bit more later, which is kind of my biggest gripe with this knife is the axis lock, and I'll talk about that a bit later. You've got this pivot here that just twists to loosen and tighten the tension, and it's all right. But the only problem is that this knife is pretty loose and the blade is pretty loose. I don't know if you can see this, but you've got blade play. It moves back and forth in the closed position and actually quite a bit in the open position too. You've got dual thumb studs, so even though you can't carry this left-handed, you could open it left-handed if you wanted. Now, I'm going to try to open this in a nice smooth fashion. I'm sure I'll fail epically, but here we go. Almost. Let's try one more time because I've been playing around with it, but I haven't quite mastered the open. There we go. And there's the blade. Now, it is a stonewash blade, which I think looks pretty darn fabulous if you ask me. I'm quite a fan of stonewash or black blades like that dozer. It is it a saber grind maybe or a hollow grind? I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe a comment down below might be helpful to me. Received this from Swiss Army Zippo with a mirror edge on it, which I think looks fantastic, and I've already cut myself, as you can see on this ring finger right up by the nail, because it is razor sharp. Used it to cut a couple boxes open already, and it's got a really nice edge. The blade is, like I said, stonewash and 8 CR13MOV, which I've heard holds a good edge. And I can't really speak to that since I've only had it a few days, but it's a really nice blade. I think it looks really sharp with that stone wash, and I'm a huge fan. Now it has this access lock, and my biggest gripe is this access lock. It is stiff, needs to be worked in or oiled or something, as well as the nubs here are really rough and really hurting my fingers. They would need to be sanded down, I think, because they don't feel nice, but they work great. And you can open the knife just like a Benchmade access lock, although I'm sure way less. The quality's way less. But that's how you open and close it. It just needs some work done to it. It just needs some sanding, some tightening, maybe some moving some stuff around. And you know what? I don't know enough about knives to do that. I'd probably take it apart and then I'd never be able to get it back together again. But overall, for $20, this is a really good beginner knife. And I'm really happy to have had it and tried it out. I probably won't keep it. I'll probably end up trading it or selling it or something. But if you're looking for a good blade that would really do day-to-day tasks and you could really beat the crap out of it, I suspect this would probably be the knife. Now there is, like I said, blade play side to side. No up and down, but side to side for sure. It's not super tight. Now ergonomically, as you can see, there's some nice kind of trolling cut in here. Finger trolls, is that what it's called? I think so. Making it really comfortable to hold in the hand. Now as you can see, it is big. Like I said, it's really big in my hand, but it has a really comfortable grip. You can hold it a couple different ways and it feels like really good. Has some nice jimping there, which is natural. My finger feels like it sits in there quite naturally. So yeah, it feels really good in the hand. Like I said, the G10 has a good grip on it. It's not super rough. And this would be really good for cutting and pruning and prying and all that stuff. Like it's been really good kind of just using it day to day around the house. So that's it for my review of the Enlan el-02. I hope you guys liked this review. Please subscribe up top if this is the first time you're kind of visiting this channel. I have kind of a variety channel going on here. I've started doing knife reviews, I do tech reviews, and I also do fun vlogs as well. And so if you're interested in kind of having a little bit of everything channel, please subscribe and also give this a thumbs up if you liked it. It really does help my channel out a lot. Like I said earlier, please leave any comments or suggestions down below just to help me get better at these knife reviews, because I do want to get better. I've only just begun and can only go up from here. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to say subscribe so that you can check out more great content. And I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers.